Happy Hump Day, everybody. I'm here today with Miss Candice Easley,
Hi, guys.
my sister friend.
Yes.
Literally, my mom could have birthed her. Her mother could have birthed me.
Yes.
When we met years ago,
Mm-hmm.
we met through a mutual friend who kept telling Candice, you remind me of my friend. You remind me of my friend. So finally, we had an opportunity to meet, and now we're stuck together forever.
Forever and ever.
I'm Nikita Ross, and I am the chief strategist of the Fearless Female Movement.
Yes.
And I'm here with Candice today because I'm so excited that I'm able to share this movement, this vision, this ideal with you.
Thank
So
you.
it's only befitting for you to be here. Candice has been so much a part of this process, bouncing ideas. What should I do? What do you think? What about this color? Should I do it this day? Should I do it this time? So it was only right to have her here today and just to talk about faith. So today's episode is called Mustard Seed. Candice is the CEO of Tresor Cachet Boutique. She started a company 4 years ago. You'll be 5 years old in April.
Yes. Oh, my God. It's going fast.
Yeah, it's going fast, but she has not been a full-time worker that entire time.
No.
Boss, yes, but actually employee full-time, no.
Right.
But despite going from corporate America to entrepreneurship, she had some little things that went on throughout the process. But she's still amazing and able to wear this smile on her face today and through it all. So today we're going to just talk about Candice, her journey, and how she is just so faithful to her dreams, her mission, and her vision.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here with the Fearless Female Forum. I'm excited to just be a part of the team and the movement because I feel like this is a movement. I feel like this is not a right now thing. I feel like this is a movement and it's going to be something that's continual and that it's just going to grow, get bigger and better and bigger and better. So I'm super excited to be a part of it. I'm glad I get a front row seat. This is amazing.
I mean, she get front row, behind the scenes. You get the full,
the whole
like,
Skrilla
the
Dilla.
aerial view. You know, up top, all of it, right?
Right.
But Candice, let's start with you. Let's start with like your journey.
Okay.
You've always loved fashion.
Always.
You always loved looking cute. So how did you transition from working at GE to becoming everyday employee, everyday CEO, and able to do this 24/7, what you love?
Right.
So tell us about their journey, because there are a lot of people who want to switch over, who are scared, like you were.
Yes, I was nervous. I was scared.
You know, the security blanket of the check, the insurance, the 401k, the benefits. Like, how do you go from that to this?
Well, as you said though, what's so funny about me is that I really have loved fashion since I could remember. And it's so funny because my mom and I were talking and she was saying, do you remember how you used to write out your outfits? And I was like, oh my God. As a child in elementary school, guys, I would write out my whole wardrobe for the month. Not for the week, not for the day, but for the month. And then it had options. So if it happened to rain that day, I'm one that I don't like my feet wet. So it happened to rain that day. Then what's plan B? What's plan A? So I'll write it out, starting like in elementary school. As soon as I could make a calendar, I would make a calendar of what I was going to wear for the whole month. Like, it was so serious. It's the funniest thing to me now when I think about it, because now I get up and I'm like, what am I feeling like? What kind of mood do I feel like when I'm getting dressed now as an adult? But as a child, it's like I had to know. I need it lined out. What am I wearing? I need to know.
But see, as you tell me this story, this is my first time hearing this story. That's your analytical side.
Yes, it is.
So you might not be writing out them outfits, but now you like on that computer, designing your website,
right.
checking your back orders,
yeah,
you know, making sure with the inventory. That's the analytics in you.
Yes, this is true. This is so true.
As you tell this story, I'm thinking like analytical Annie. Make me sick.
I am analytical Annie. It's so bad. But I started having a love for fashion, for clothes. Like you say, how I look, how I feel has been that way since I've been a child. So I'm a graduate of University of Houston. I went to school. I was working and going to school full time. I had a non-traditional route as a college student because I worked full time during the day, and then I went to school at night. And it was my determination. I don't know why, but I was like, I do not want one student loan. I'm going to pay for myself to go to college. So I paid for myself. I paid my way all the way through college, graduated. At the time, I was working for one of HP's top remanufacturing partners. So I was working at Masterworks, and then I was going to school. So when I graduated, I continued. I decided to stay, but I knew I was doing really well. But I still was like, this isn't kind of really what I wanted to do. So then I decided, okay, let me jump into the oil and gas industry. So then I went to Baker Hughes. So I was at Baker Hughes for a while, loved that. I was doing well. And then Masterworks called me and begged me to come back. And I was like, okay, I'll go back. So I went back, and then I was like, you left here for a reason. Why did you even come back here? And then when I was at went back to Masterworks, which is an HP manufacturing partner, and then I went to GE. So I went to GE. I love GE. I love GE. I love the dynamics. I love the groups. I love the forums that they had designed for women, for African Americans. They had an Asian forum, all of these different diverse things. And I learned a lot while I was there, but I still wasn't 100% fulfilled in what I knew that I loved to do every day. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a stab at this whole fashion thing. I'm going to start with something small. So I started with accessories. So I started just buying and selling accessories. That's all I did, buying and selling accessories. So I am very technical. So when I get to GoDaddy, I built a website. I started having these little jewelry pop-ups. I started doing sales. And then, what do you know? It started kind of going. And people were buying. And I was like, these people actually like what I have. Oh, okay. So then I started Instagram. And then I have a Facebook. And then it grows from, well, let me just mix in. You really love clothes. I love accessories. I am an accessory junkie. I'll probably at any given time have on 50 things at any one time. But now it's funny because the types of accessories I love have changed, but I always love accessories. I have to accessorize with something. I got a bow brooch. I got a bangle. So then I started dabbing in clothing garments into it. So I bought like 3 dresses, 2 tops, and then 2 like pants or skirts. It was 2 skirts, and it was from a vendor that I love, that I always would see in other boutiques, because I've always loved boutiques. I've always loved small stores, and I was like, let me try that. So I tried and I sell through this stuff, and I was like, hey, wait a minute, let me try another 3 things. And then from there, it just grew from one thing to another, and I was strictly online only, still working full time, shipping orders, taking pictures, doing all this stuff at night. So I'm just the little engine that could. I'm working and I'm going. I'm moving and I'm shaking.
So pause for a second. So then, Candice and I are really good friends, and friends support friends, right?
Right.
So Candice had some amazing things. So I had a salon. Well, I have a salon. I had a boutique in my salon, and one of my tenants had just left.
Right.
And I said, you know what, Candice? I wasn't thinking that she would be a tenant, but I said, now that one of my tenants is gone, who has a boutique, why don't you come in and do a pop-up shop? Do a pop-up shop, sell some of your garments, sell some of your accessories. Everybody always love what you have on. Hair and beauty and fashion go together.
Right.
Come on. She did a pop-up shop. It went well.
It went amazing. And I was just like, oh my God, these people like this stuff. We've sold a lot of stuff today. I can't believe it. And then when they were like, when are you coming back? I was like, coming back? This was a pop-up, take down.
Right.
I'm thinking I was getting ready to go.
And then I think we did it the next week.
We did it the next week. It went, and then
it went well again.
And then that's another thing, because generally with a pop-up shop, that's what you do. You pop up. You pop up at this spot. Okay, you did well. You move on to the next spot. You pop up at this spot. You don't keep popping up at the same spot. So I was actually amazed how well it did, even week 2.
So this is when the mustard seed comes in, though.
Yes.
This is when it gets really good. So,
right.
Okay, friend. This spot is right here. They love you.
Yeah.
I'm not just telling you this. I've seen 2 or 3 boutiques in the salon already.
Right.
They have not had the kind of traffic. They have not had the kind of volume you've had over these short period of times. Like, they love you.
Right.
Let's make something happen.
Right.
Let's make something happen. This is what I'm going to do for you. Because we're friends. You're going to come for 12 months. I'm just going to give you just a bundle rate rent. You pay it. You still work.
Right.
Right? This is like November.
Right.
December. In that period of time, she has her 35th birthday.
Yeah.
We party like rock
Oh
stars.
man, the
We
turn
had
was
so
real.
much fun. Then at the end of December, was it end of December or 1st of January?
No, it's December.
End of December, she has oral surgery.
Right, wisdom teeth. Removed.
She had her wisdom teeth removed.
Mm-hmm.
Regular, normal procedure. People get their wisdom teeth removed all of the time, right?
Right.
But her healing process wasn't going right.
Right.
It wasn't a traditional healing process. She was really sick.
Right.
Throughout the healing process, sicker than she should have been.
Mm-hmm.
And so she goes back to the dentist,
Yeah.
like, something not right, I'm not healing. You know how they tell you this going to happen in a day, 2 days?
Right.
And her progress was going backwards. She was
Right.
regressing
Mhm.
instead of progressing.
Right.
Goes to the doctor.
Goes to the doctor. So when they pulled the wisdom teeth, I had, if you look at the size of an eraser on a number 2 pencil, cut a little portion of that off. And I had a little small, almost like a pimple at the roof of my mouth. And when they pulled the wisdom tooth, they cut this little piece off. It wasn't hurting. It had no pulse. It was nothing. I initially thought I had burned the top of my mouth. And then I was like, but I couldn't because it would be tender. And so they cut this little piece off and they send it off to MD Anderson. And then along with that, I'm not healing. Like you said, I'm not healing. I'm getting dry stomach. All of these other things are happening. So I go back and they call me and they tell me, now remind you guys, I'm still working at GE. I'm working full time. I have the boutique part time. And I'm at work when I get this phone call. And they're like, the oral surgeon called me when I went in. He's like, who comes to get their teeth pulled like looking like this? What's going on? So he's like, he said Hollywood. So he's like, Miss Hollywood, I need you to come in. And I was like, okay, but I have a meeting right now because remember, I'm like girl bossing it, wearing 50 hats. I'm like, I got a meeting right now. I cannot come in. And then he's like, no, you will come and you will come now. And when he said, oh no, you will come now, I was like, this can't be good. Like, ay. But never in my mind did cancer cross my mind. It just never crossed my mind. But when I get there, he says, I have to tell you something. And I'm looking at him like, what could he possibly be having to tell me? Like, it's like wisdom, it's teeth. And he says, you have cancer. I was like, what? How? What? How? Where did you find that? Like, how did it? So of course, my mind is going through 150 million things, and I'm like, whoa. And I sit there, and I'm just like, I like, how did I get this? He's like, it's rare. It's a rare form of oral cancer, adenoid cystic carcinoma. He's like, it's found in your salivary glands. It's very rare, and you didn't do anything? Because then you're asking, what did I do? I know I brushed my teeth. I know I go to the dentist. I know I have good oral hygiene. I don't smoke. I don't drink. Well, I do drink a little occasionally. I can't say that, guys. I don't smoke, but I'm not a heavy drinker.
Right.
It's a cocktail with a dinner kind of thing.
Social drinker.
It's a social drinker. So I'm like, I don't even drink like that. Like, I'm so confused. And he's like, yeah, he said it's so rare that you don't even fit the criteria. It's normally found in white males over 50 who smoke.
Wow.
Do I look like any of that? Like, I'm like, white, it's a no. Male, it's a no. Smoke, negative no. Like, heavy drinker, no. Like, how did I, like, what?
And so, so you see the enthusiasm Candice has. This is typical every day. We work together. This is the enthusiasm she has every day. But when she called me on that phone, this is when we went from friends to sisters in real life.
Yeah.
This is when it became like going from water to blood. Like,
yeah.
Seriously. When she called me on that phone that day, and I'm like, this is not the person I'm accustomed to hearing. This is not the voice that I'm accustomed to hearing. Who is this person?
Crazy.
This is not. And she was just like, and she said it, and she said it, and she was like, ooh, I'm just nervous. I'm scared, but I know God got me. But I know,
yeah.
I mean, in the midst of it all, I know God got me,
Right.
And, why not me? When people would say, why me?
Yeah.
I remember you saying,
why not?
But why not me? And that's when I was like, oh, my God.
I'm getting full thinking about
Like,
that.
I was like, oh my God, like,
yeah.
this lady is a real shero.
Right.
Who in a crisis like that?
Mm-hmm.
Something hard, like you said, you did not fit the MO,
Yeah.
but you still were faithful.
Right.
You still believe, and you still were able to be encouraged.
Right.
But even though you didn't sound the same, even though you sounded like a whole new person, but you still were strong, through it all. But let's fast forward.
Right.
Let's get into something juicy. So now we got to go to the doctor. Now she got to go get testing. Now she have to go, get this diagnosis and prognosis, right? Cool. In my mind, I'm saying, oh, she not moving in here.
Oh, no.
She not getting this boutique. Cause, literally, it literally happened. Pop-up shop, the diagnosis, and then she was supposed to move in and be full throttle, full time at the salon. Even though she wasn't going to be there, the boutique would be there all day, every day.
We'd have a worker and get it going.
So, when things like that happen, people literally stop living. They just change their whole way of living, whole life. And she's like, oh, no.
Mm-mm.
Oh, no.
Moving forward.
We moving forward. God got me.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, I believe and I'm faithful. But her reaction was just not customary.
Right.
It was so unconventional.
Right.
Like, it was big faith. It was bigger than mustard seed.
Yeah.
It was
Big.
faith. It was big faith.
Right.
But not only were you talking it, and you was still trying to smile through it and fight through it and grin through it, you really, really lived it.
Yeah.
And it got ugly before it got pretty.
Yeah. But God.
It really got ugly before it got pretty. But I tell you this, if I'm lying, I'm flying. She smiled, y'all, through it all. I'm talking about from 150 pounds to 90 pounds. Still smiling. Still putting on red lipstick. Still dressing up every single day.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, those treatments, surgery, everything she went through, this girl, she cried, but she smiled. Because it's human.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
It's human to be like, oh my God, ooh, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do this another day.
Mm-hmm.
But she's still, I'm telling you.
But it's so funny because, guys, when I found out I had cancer, and they were telling me that I'm gonna have surgery, and you gotta have surgery, and like now, and I'm like, well, whoa. They're like, no, it's aggressive. Like, we gotta have surgery. We gotta get moving. My sister is like, you're crazy. Because I said, okay, I gotten all of these new arrivals in. And that's why Keith, I'm like, what do you mean we're not doing it? Oh, we got to do this. I bought this stuff. I got all this stuff coming in. I got these receipts lined up. I got somebody coming over there to build me some racks. We're moving forward. We are doing this. And my sister, I'll never forget, poor Jay, I love her to death. She catches all my good angles, guys. It's just Shay. Check her out. She catches all my good angles. She does all my photography for me. And I'll never forget, right before I'm supposed to have surgery. Now, guys, I'm supposed to be mentally preparing myself. These people have told me, when you wake up, you're not going to be able to talk. You're not going to be able to eat. You're not going to be able to drink. You might have a trach. We don't know. They're just preparing me for the worst. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, so I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to be ready. And I told my sister, I said, we got to do a photo shoot. She's like, a photo shoot? Ma'am, these people are about to cut you open. You're going to be under for 6 hours. You're thinking about Tresor Cachet and a photo shoot, and we getting ready to go through the cancer. I'm confused. She's like, I am confused. Like, how are you thinking about that? But in my mind, I just felt like I had to keep fighting.
You had to focus on your boutique instead of focusing on the cancer. It was about, you had to redirect it.
I did.
And you had to redirect your energy to something positive.
Right.
And last week I showed this book called 13 Things That Strong People Don't Do. And that's one of the things that they do. They don't focus on the negativity.
Yeah.
They don't. They don't. No. And you did it. Like in real life, you focus on the fashions.
Right.
You focus on being successful. And you focus on what's going to happen when I defeat cancer.
Right. I was like I got to prepare.
When this is over.
Right. I said, I got to prepare. I got to be prepared, number one, to be down. These people have already told me I'm going to be down. So I lined my sister up. I'm like, okay, these are the Instagram posts. This is what you got to post over the next few weeks. These are the outfits. These are the photos. These are the downloads. And if I can't talk, this. And if I have a trach, this. She's like, I'm confused. This is what you're thinking about, and you're about to be having these people. My surgery was originally supposed to be 6 hours. It was 10. She said we were pacing the floor back and forth like, what's going on with this lady? She said, and then you wake up and you can't talk. They're like, don't try to talk. So my sister, being the school teacher that she is, I'm on the whiteboard and I'm writing out. Did you post stress or cachet? She's like, are you kidding me? But in my mind, I said, I have got to have big faith. Because my mom was like, Candice, because I was scared. And she said, you cannot have faith and fear.
They don't live together.
They don't live together. It's like oil and water. So I had to, in my mind, say, I'm rolling with faith over fear. And that's just what I'm doing, because you can't have both. And I said, you know what, God? You said in your word, all I need is a mustard seed. Not a lot.
Just a little.
Just a little. And you can do so much with just a little. And I think I got a little. It's just I got a little. I'm moving. And that's just what I did. I just kept moving, kept pushing every chemo, every radiation. Just kept moving. And the people who were doing radiation were like, you're the prettiest burnt patient we have seen in forever. You got on lipstick and you burnt from here to here. Like, I'm confused. Half a foundation, guys. This is what the funny thing was. Terrence was like, my husband, he's like, are you serious? Like, foundation from here to here, eyebrows, lipstick. Because I couldn't put anything from here to here. It was the color of my vest. I was burnt from here to here.
You were.
But I just kept putting on my lipstick, kept posting, kept buying. Y'all got to get it together. Y'all got to do this. Y'all got to do that. And I just kept moving. And look at God. God is so amazing. Like, I get chills.
You should.
He's amazing.
Like, your whole voice was gone.
Gone.
Person who does all the speaking engagements, all the announcements at church, all the announcements for Icon.
Yeah.
You know, like, your voice was your thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, everybody's voice is not their thing.
Yeah.
You know, no offense to anyone. But your voice was your thing. So it's almost like taking a football player's hand.
Right.
You know, taking a quarterback's hands. What is a quarterback without his hands?
You got to catch that ball.
He's just a man. He's not a quarterback anymore. Like, how are you going to throw the ball if both of your hands are missing? Maybe one, but both. But when your voice was missing, the thing that you were known for, the gift that you utilized often, it's like, God.
Yeah. But see, that's how God does. He always, because what I feel like is God allows things to happen to you. God allows things to happen to position you for the next level, for the next space of where he needs to put you and where you need to be. So at that point, I was in silent mode. Because at that point, that's where he needed me to be. How can you hear him if you always talking and running your mouth?
Ooh, now that's deep.
How could you hear him? And in this season, I need to silence you for you to hear me. For me to tell you and direct you what you need to do and where you need to go. Because you can't talk. All you can do is listen. But when I make you available, to talk, the things that you'll be able to say and the things that'll be able to come out your mouth, because I made the provision for you to speak again. Because, guys, I'm sitting right here and I'm talking to you right now. I am thankful to God just for an invention of modern medicine. Because if I didn't have this prosthesis, y'all couldn't even understand what I was saying. When at every day, I'm reminded of what God did. Because when I'm at home and I'm talking and I'm brushing my teeth and I take my obturator, which is a prosthesis that covers, I have a hole in the top of my mouth. So I have no hard palate. I have no soft palate. Pieces of the nasal cavity missing, pieces of the jaw. All of these teeth back here are gone. So I'm talking with a prosthesis that covers up all of these things that allow me to talk, that allow me to eat, allow me to drink. But every day, I'm reminded when I brush my teeth, every day when I have to give my mouth a rest and I have to take out this prosthesis, I'm reminded of where God brought me from. Because if I didn't have inventions of modern medicine, my life would be different. I would still have this feeding tube. I couldn't eat. I couldn't drink. But he reminds me every day to listen so you can hear my voice for where it is that you're taking me and what I need you to do. Because the battle is really not y'all's, God. It's the Lord's. It is God's battle. And when you surrender to him and let him use you, and what you can do will be bountiful. And when he put me in that position to where GE was closing a plant and they were laying people off, and I had to jump and I had to take that leap. Am I going to try to find another job? Am I going to take this package and am I going to grow with faith over fear and say, God, I'm going to trust you? But at that point in my life, it was so easy to take the jump because
the job was like minor.
Job is minor. When you almost die, when you're scared to go to sleep because you don't know if you're going to wake up, that's the kind of pain I was in. That, oh my God, if I go to sleep, am I going to wake up today? Oh my God. So taking that jump at that point, it was easy. And when God lines things up for you so seamless, you know it's him. It's nobody but him. So when that opportunity came, I took the jump, and I've been flying ever since.
She has. And shout out to Candice Easley.
Thank you so much.
This testimony alone, that is why she's at the retreat discussing battlefield.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own battle they're facing.
Right.
But are you going to be the victim or the victor?
Yeah.
Are you going to be victorious? Are you going to win?
Right.
You know? And so that's what she's going to be talking about. Just
right.
coping with crisis. We as females love to talk about pretty things.
Right.
You know, beauty, hair, makeup, the next vacation. But life has some ugly.
Yeah. And you'll wake up and everything will be on track. And God will say, it's your time for life to happen.
Yeah, you know.
How are you going to react to life happening?
In life, we're either coming out of a storm,
right.
going through a storm,
right,
or just getting out of a storm. You know, it's something. Like, if you're out of your storm and it's sunny, it's coming.
It's coming.
I mean, you know, they're
Hold
just
on.
the cycles, you know. Right. But Candice is one of the sponsors for the retreat.
I'm excited.
I mean, not only is she going to be there speaking, she's a sponsor.
Yes.
She allows me to wear her great fashions.
I love it. She does. She effortless, so she does it so well.
So I appreciate that. But I just appreciate her being a part of the entire journey with me. Right. Shout out to Kyra, the Kyra Company. My other sponsors are Rhea Duffy, State Farm Insurance Agency. Lane Staffing, Miss Carla Lane. J.M. Carty, Fern Dawkins. Also, Dr. Ashandra Baptiste, Elite Wellness Dental. Special thanks to Christy Staples of Get Lunch. All these graphics that you see, all the marketing tools, promotional items, she keeps me looking good virtually.
Amazing work.
And in print, on paper.
Yeah, amazing.
She does. She keeps me together. But, thanks to all of my sponsors. I really appreciate you guys. Candice Easley, Mustard Seed.
I can't wait, guys. I have some amazing things to share with you guys. I cannot wait. Near or far, you have got to sign up for this retreat. It is going to dramatically change your life. The speakers that are lined up, the topics that we have, you have got to be a part of this movement. I'm telling you guys, this is not a one-time event. This is a movement. And I'm telling you, you have got to sign up. You got to sign up. You got to be in the building.
You got to be in the building.
Got to be in the building.
Visit online to find out more information. www.thefearlessfemale.org. www.thefearlessfemale.org. March 23rd through March 25th, 2019. We will be in the Woodlands, Texas, at the Woodlands Waterway Marriott. Awesome resort, hotel, by the mall, by restaurants. So a lot of opportunity to do some things after in the evening, but your mission really is to be awesome, to be bold, and be courageous. When you leave that place, I promise you, you will not be the same. I'm Nikita Ross. Again, Candice Easley, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. Our time's so fast. I talk too much, guys. See, the Lord knew I had to get this voice back. It's already time to go. I'm getting started.
Just let me know. Y'all bring her back.
Yes.
Bring her back. This want to be a one-time thing.
Yay. I love it. Thank you guys so much for having me. TCB Babes, thank you so much for joining in. And guys, thank you so much. It has been a blessing. I'm so excited for what's to come. It's going to be amazing.
It is.
Yes.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.